Speaking of songs, ladies and gentlemen, please silence your cell phones and remain clear of the doors. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Captain's Hour, premiering 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and send me those song requests via DM into our intro. This is Homeward Bound. It's wonderful to have you guys back again for another episode of Captain's Hour, premiering every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I mentioned yesterday, on yesterday's show, we have a new intro because, well, May is over, and it's time to go out with the old and in with the new. So, that intro was Homeward Bound from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, a long-forgotten song by many, I'm sure, but I haven't forgotten how amazing it is. First order of business, let's talk about that changelog that came out today. Some people didn't really like it all that much, it seems. We had 21 thumbs down. Ouch. Big oof over there, but we'll go over it anyway. Factions. One faction change fixed an issue preventing multiple faction ATMs to be present together. Map changes just a few things. We added Liberty City from GTA 3 as a new location to visit, just for now though. Don't expect it to be there forever. Liberty City is currently flooded, so tunnels, subways, and lower levels may be inaccessible. And we also added a ferry dock near Paleto Bay that leads to Liberty City. One job change added a cooldown to the garbage job. Trucking changes a couple of things. Added a new set of trucking routes around the Liberty City area, accessible at the Liberty City Job Center. The end goal of these routes are not necessarily to make money, but to earn exclusive or valuable items. HUD changes include adding a radial menu when holding B. For those of you who are using the Xbox controller like I am, it looks like the right analog stick. If you push that in, like to look backwards, that also brings up that obnoxious menu. The radial menu, I mean. So I was having quite a bit of trouble with that when I was flying, trying to look backwards and around, and I couldn't, because it's bound to the same thing. Quick access to trunk vehicle menus and different vehicle options are in the radial menu as well. Add a new custom radio station, whatever that means. And yet no Captain's Hour FM. Thinking face, whatever. Been doing this a year and a half and still haven't got my radio show to be added. Very sad. I feel very attacked. I'll be honest. The Democrats are attacking me. It's a terrible feeling. Very unfair. Anyway, miscellaneous, just one thing. Tweak cruise control logic. I don't know what that means, but we did it. Server changes, 3 things. Added proper credits to resources we use, accessible via the credits or in the servers/credits/endpoint. Added support for the new 5M identifier. And finally, chat no longer appears when an empty message is returned by a command. And that is your most recent changelog effective today. The first song request we got tonight comes from Mr. Joe. And this is a pretty cool one. I like the intro of this a lot. So we're going to hear this one right here. This is Rags to Riches by Billy Ward and His Dominoes with Jackie Wilson. And this recording comes from 1953.
I know I'd go from rags to riches if you would only say you care. And though my pocket may be empty, my clothes may still be torn and tattered, but in my heart I'd be a king. Your love is all that ever mattered. You're everything. So open your arms and you'll open the door to all the treasures that I'm hoping for. Hold me and kiss me and tell me you're mine evermore. Must I forever stay a beggar whose golden dream will not come true? Or will I go from rags to riches? My fate is up to you.
Pretty neat song request from Joe. That was Rags to Riches by Billy Ward and His Dominoes with Jackie Wilson, recorded in 1953. Up next, a song request by Mr. D Train Games. This is Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. And whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, gone down the old man with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind a rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding with you, a brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So hard to find my way now that I'm all on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la in the green grass?
Thanks everyone for coming tonight on Captain's Hour. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. For those of you who are in the servers, go ahead and get us some people. Some new people, of course. We've had a couple of new people in the last day that have really enjoyed the show. It was their first time, and they absolutely loved it. So a couple of them couldn't be here tonight because of some technical issues, but it's always important to spread the love, spread the music, and spread the show. So go ahead and give us a shout if you are in the servers currently. The last song was a request by Mr. D Train Games. That was Brown-Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Up next, a song request by Cool Hand. This is Cool Hand by Buzzy Lee. Thanks to Cool Hand for that last song suggestion. That was Cool Hand by Buzzy Lee. Up next, a song request by Architect Cobra. A continuation of his last song request last night, which was a League of Legends request. And here we go with number 2 on the streak. From League of Legends, this is Awaken featuring Valerie Broussard.
The night beckons while you dream. A life never lives in peace. As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread, and fate may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking right at your door. So while you're restless, each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. A taste of destiny you're searching for. Awaken, awaken, the fight is at your door. Take up the cause. As you stand upon the edge, hanging in the balance, and fate may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking. So while you're restless, each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. A taste of destiny you're searching for. Awaken, awaken, awaken.
Thanks to Cobra for that awesome song request. We can always rely on Cobra for a really epic sort of theme of feelings. I think that's all we pretty much get from Cobra. It's just like, hey, here's epic music. Hey, here's epic music. Hey, want to feel good about life? Here's some epic music. Play it. So we played it. So thank you for requesting that, Cobra. That was from League of Legends. That was Awaken featuring Valerie Broussard. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a good time so far. Listen to the tunes, listen to the memes. And you too can suggest a tune of your own if you like. Just send me a DM of a YouTube link to a song that you want us to listen to. Please make sure that it's not anything like heavy metal, heavy rock, or rap. Rap generally is pretty crappy, so very rarely I will play that unless it's like super, super good. So steer clear of that. But yeah, please suggest something for us. It's all about listening to new music and getting exposed to new things. Up next on the show, bringing the mood down a little bit. A song request from Cookie Antonio. He's going to hit us with some lo-fi. My favorite. This is Thinking of You by Mama. A great lo-fi request from Cookie Antonio. This was Thinking of You by Mama. Now, if you paid attention to the Captain's Hour chat, which is our chat room right above this voiced channel, which is where we all talk to each other during the music. So just a note to you new people, you don't have access to that channel unless you become a Captain's Hour listener. To do that, you're going to go to the Arcade Lounge. That's one of the text channels under the arcade section of the Discord. Type !listener, and then you'll be automatically added to the Captain's Hour listener role. A, giving you access to the text channel, and B, getting you a ping approximately 30 minutes before the show starts is when I ping that out, and then you'll be notified that the show is going on, or no ping if the show is not going on. So it's just a good way to stay in touch and be aware of when the show will be happening. So anyway, the reason I mentioned that, as we were talking in the chat, some people decided they want to throw some shade at me saying, yeah, says that he wants to get exposed to new music, but no rap. Okay, like I said, unless it's good rap, okay? I will take rap requests if it's good rap. And I mean solid, smooth, oof, that's nice kind of rap. Rap that makes you want to say that. And so I'm going to play a rap song that I consider really, really good. So if you're suggesting rap, you should suggest something like Big Papa by Biggie Smalls.
Check it out.
I like this.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping Moet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music lasting. But I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GF3. I got the chronic by the tree. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Straight up, honey, really, I'm asking. Most of these niggas think they be macking, but they be acting. Who they attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign? Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are. Who you be with? Things to make you smile. What numbers to dial? You gonna be here for a while? I'm gonna call my crew. You gonna call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2. Plans to leave, throw the keys to little C's. Pull the truck up front and roll up the next blunt so we can steam on the way to the telly. Gon' fill my belly. A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Conversate for a few, cause in a few we gon' do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? Forget the telly, we just go to the crib and watch a movie in the jacuzzi. Smoke L's while you do me. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
How you living, Biggie Smalls?
In mansion and Benzes, giving ends to my friends and it feels stupendous. Tremendous cream, fuck $1 and a dream. Still tote gat strapped with infrared beams. Chopping O's, smoking line optimals, money holes and clothes, all a nigga knows. A foolish pleasure, whatever. I had to find the buried treasure, so grams I had to measure. However, living better now, coochie sweater now. Drop top BMs, I'm the man, girlfriend.
Honey, check it. Tell your friends to get with my friends. And we could be friends. Shit, we could do this every weekend. That's right. Alright? Is that alright with you? Yeah. Keep banging.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Papa. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Check it out. Now full shit for that ass. Puff Daddy, Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia, represent baby.
Fantastic stuff. Biggie Smalls singing Big Papa, or rapping Big Papa, I should probably say. It's halfway past the hour, which means it is time for story time. Which to all the new people who are here, welcome. Captain's Hour. This is what we do, baby. We share stories 30 minutes into the show. What's going on in life? Well, as I had already explained prior to the show, but I'll just say it again in the story for people who had not heard it before the show started. My day is pretty good. Had a decent day. I woke up, fixed me some lunch that I actually barely ate because I got to break, and then there was a bagel sitting in a brown bag in the break room, which means it's up to whoever grabs it. So you better believe I grabbed that goddamn bagel. I went to the refrigerator and bam, there's salmon cream cheese spread, and I took that motherfucking shit, slammed it down on the table, cut that bread in half, put it in the toaster for approximately 4 minutes and 37 seconds, and then put it back on my fucking table. Put some of that spread on there, and man, that shit was so fucking good. And I ate a sandwich too. So the rest of my lunch I didn't eat. I just left it in the refrigerator. Easy peasy. That's lunch for tomorrow, kids. That's called saving money when you're broke. All right, it's not that funny, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. So I had my lunch. Good day at work. Pretty freaking decent. I work for Tesla, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know it. Just selling cars. Probably the worst part about work that I can remember that happened today was there was a guy who came in. He's like, hey, I want to buy a car right now. I said, sorry, sir, you can't because we don't have any. Well, actually, what car would you like to buy? And he said, I want to buy a Model 3. I was like, ooh, tough luck, Charlie. We don't have any more in the region. In fact, we don't have any more in Florida. All right, that was a more funny thing. We do not have any more Teslas in all of Florida for Model 3 configuration. They just don't exist anymore. Because we sold them all, because we're really freaking good at our jobs. So now your only option is to custom order straight from the factory. So your car's going to get here about 3 or 4 weeks. And he said, well, I don't want to do that. I want a car right now. I want to walk out of here today with a car. And I said, sir, let me explain something to you, Lucy. This ain't no dealership, sir. You understand? Like, you can't just walk through Tesla and say, I want to get a car today. You don't do that. That's not how that works. You order a car online and it comes to you in about a month. Okay? Check yourself. And he's like, well, what about the cars in the showroom? Or your test drive cars? I mean, they're for sale, but you don't want any of them. You want a white car. We don't have a white Model 3. He's like, well, what about your other stores? I said, well, they might, but I wouldn't be able to see it on our brochure because they're not unlocked. He's like, well, can you call them? I was like, excuse me, you want me to call every Tesla store on the east coast of Florida, and you want me to ask them if you can drive to their store and pick it up? He said, yep, I want you to do that. Temis shares, made Cobra addicted to prison architect. Nice job. I'm sure Cobra can tell us all about that. Cool Hand shares, yesterday was his birthday. Kind of sucked, but today he won a bat lottery and won $300 million. Nice work, Cool. Glad you're really rich now. Mags Maddox Sleet says he did absolutely nothing today, but give jerry cans to people at LC. Which I forget what that means. What is LC? I don't know. Okay. It's a place I'm sure other people know. I just don't. Moving on to Dexter. His story today. He worked a 10-hour shift today, had some dickweed customers like always, and because they don't take points cars, yet they literally scream down his throat like, wow, you should really get that already. So Dexter always says, yeah, we're supposed to get the system for it soon, just not sure when exactly. And this customer just kept saying, what a load of crap. So he just kind of slipped out, just like your attitude. And this customer looked at him and said, oh, sorry, get your gas elsewhere. Have a good one. And then as she leaves in a pit of rage, she peels out of the parking lot just for the RCMP to pull her over immediately after doing that for stunt driving. Epic win. Dexter guesses, as the Fortniters would say, That was a victory royale. That was a great story, dude. I love it. That's probably the best story tonight. That's amazing. Cool. Vegas shares he had dinner from Outback. More likely early dinner. Center cut sirloin, cooked medium, and shrimp on the barbie. They have great steaks. It's probably one of the best. Later on, he was still hungry, so he made some rice in a rice cooker and microwaved some black beans. Actually forgot about the rice, but it turned out fine. Now he's just going to play some Breath of the Wild. Amazing game, by the way. We'd rather spend $60 on this than try to get this game working in the Simu emulator. Completely agree. Nice game. And I'm glad you got your nice hairline. I think that's pretty much it. Yee. Great stories, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Story Time on Captain's Hour. And the next song we're going to be hearing tonight is a song request from Mr. Soldier Apustaja. Tonight he is requesting Ash in the Sun. Beautiful. Thanks for the song request, Mr. Apustaja. As a reminder, the last song that we heard was Ash in the Sun. And from what I've just figured out, it was by Wunderbar. Up next, a song request by Vega, taking it back to the old video game days, to the times of Mario and Yoshi. Here is the Super Mario World music, Overworld 2 with Yoshi. Thanks, Vega, for the throwback. Once again, that was Overworld 2 with Yoshi from the Super Mario World music. Up next, a song request by Tema. This is Sailing by Rod Stewart.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be with you, to be free. Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Fine about night, far away. I am dying, forever crying, to be with you. Who can say? Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Through the dark night, far away. I am dying, forever crying, to be with you, to be free. Oh, Lord.
Thanks, Tema, for requesting that last song. That was Sailing by Rod Stewart. probably our final song request of the evening. It's going to go to A to Z 113. But he's actually not here anymore, so I don't think we'll play it anymore. That's okay. We'll play something else. Yeah, we'll play this song that I just previewed. Pretty decent. Sounds like a tune to me. This is a song request by Progods. I don't know. He makes his name a little difficult to say, so I guess I won't say it. He's a guy in this chat. See if you can figure that out. This is Me and My Broken Heart by Rixton.
All I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight. Hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. Yeah. Shotgun aimed at my heart. You got one. Tear me apart and there's some. How do we call this love? Whoa, oh, oh. I try to run away, but your eyes tell me to stay. Oh, why do we call this love? Whoa, oh, oh. It seems like we've been losing control. Somebody tell me I'm not alone when I say all I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight. Hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. Maybe some part of you just hates me. You pick me up and play me. How do we call this love? Whoa, oh, oh. One time, tell me you need me tonight. To make it easy, you lie and say it's all for love. Whoa, oh, oh. It seems like we've been losing control. Somebody tell me I'm not alone when I say all I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight. Hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. Whoa, whoa. Me and my broken heart. Whoa, whoa. Me and my broken. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Me and my broken heart. All I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight. Hold me so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart.
Thanks for the song request, sir, who I think I figured out is ProGod ZX. That last song he requested was Me and My Broken Heart by Rixton. The final song tonight, of course, a John Williams composition, one that I don't get to play because it's a little long, but that's okay. Here are the end credits from Star Wars Episode 5. John Williams is always the man, and always remember that. That was Star Wars Episode 5, the Rebel Fleet theme and end title suite. It's been great hosting Captain's Hour once again for you guys. Of course, you know the drill. Go to the music channel if you know or want to learn more about the music we have played. And you all are, I think, listeners already, so we're not going to go through the second part. Have a great night, guys. I do work tomorrow, but I think I'll be free for another episode. So make sure you show up here. Well, yeah, just make sure you show up here. XD. Cool. Have a great night, guys. Hope you enjoy the music, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Okay, now I'm going to go to the